All right. Hello, everybody. And welcome to City Skylines 2. Brand new release. Just making sure everything's set up. This thing is so loud in my ears, so please let me know if the volume is too loud. Do-do-do. Alright, I think everything's good to go. It's just really loud for me. Okay. Okay, so I think everything's good to go. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. So yeah, like I said, welcome to City Skylines 2. Um, make sure that my microphone is picking up a uh, good volume. Decent enough. All right. Hello, Pluto. All right, so you may notice that it says continue game and load game. Yeah, I played a little bit earlier. I just couldn't help myself. I wanted to get used to the controls, and just kind of make sure that I had the right graphic settings going. That way I wasn't adjusting it on stream. Also, I appreciate that the Paradox account is automatically censored, so you don't dox your email. But yeah, so kind of wanted to show what options I'm using. So I have it in windowed mode, because full screen was being a little buggy with the multi-monitor setup. I have 1920 by 1080 at 144 Hertz. I do have VSync turned off. That's something that's pretty important, so I've heard. The rest of this doesn't really matter. The most important thing is dynamic resolution is off, volumetrics off, motion blur off, depth of field low. I could have sworn there was something else to turn off, but it seems to be working fine, question mark. And then other than that, I have day-night visuals turned off just for streaming. So yeah. But without further ado, which would stop being like, here, you can do new things. Anyways. So let's get started. So, a lot of maps to choose from. There's 11. So, I've kind of narrowed it down to 4, not really. I guess more 3. I guess, I mean, this is the one that I'm hoping doesn't get, but, because that looks like it's going to be tricky to build on. Or, which is the map with no train connection? Is that this guy? That's this guy. Okay. I mean, Lakeland doesn't seem bad. Oh, there's no ship connection on. I don't know about that. So, take a look. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry, everything just refreshed on one of my monitors. God, the music is so loud in my ear. Please let me know if, like, if it's, if the balance is off. Yeah, so I'm gonna run a poll. If I can figure out how to do this. Ah, okay. Okay. Archipelago Haven. What were the 4 that I was gonna do? Now I can't remember the 4th one that I was gonna do. Also gonna keep this going for 3 minutes, I think. I feel like everyone's doing Barrier Island, so I don't want to add Barrier Island as an option, but I'll add it anyways. So, you. And because Mountain Village doesn't have a ship connection. And, you know what? I'll put 5. Do I want to put 5? Do I want to put this one? Fair. Alright, poll in chat. What map should I play? If you need to see any of them, I believe I put Archipelago Haven, which you can see the above view. Barrier Island, Mountain Village, River Delta, and Windy Fjord. I didn't put Tampere? I don't know how to say it. I didn't put that one up there because I'm doing that on my personal save. I maybe should have put it up there, but if someone like custom requests it in chat, then I'll put it up there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that going for 3 minutes. Other things, I'm gonna have tutorials turned off. What else? So tutorials are gonna be turned off. I'm gonna have right-hand drive traffic. I'm gonna have natural disasters turned off. What else? Day-night cycles off. I think I already went over that. I think that's it. So just whichever map wins the poll is the one we're gonna play. So, and so far it is Mountain Village, which doesn't surprise me at all. Mountains are slay. Oh, great. The ad break is going to start like right after the poll is done. That's nice. Alright, so far, Mountain Village is winning. 1 to 0 to 0 to 0 to 0. Oh, well, now there's a tie. I didn't think about what the tiebreaker would be. Well, it appears that there's a tie. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Which one? I could just make it that I pick. That'd be a little mean. Just a little. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. The only reason I'm choosing River Delta over Mountain Village is because during the early access, like where all the content creators were posting, more than half of them chose Mountain Village. It was to the point where every single one I watched, I thought that they were forced to choose between two maps. I thought they were forced to choose between two maps because that many people chose it. And then it was like, nope, they literally could choose whatever map they want. They just all chose Mountain Village. Really? I didn't see anybody choose that one because I've heard it's a bad map. I've heard it's a bad map. Nice, Julia. All right. Oh God, I didn't even think about a city name. Also, North American. Disabled. Okay. Jeffville. Hmm. I do like Jefftropolis. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. All right. Start the game. Where's Toronto? Honestly, just don't build a 401. Okay, so immediately, why does it give me a grid? I don't like that. I'll keep part of it. So I kind of want to take inventory of the map here. How's our terrain looking? Okay, so we've got a little bit of flat buildable area here. Wow, this actually is not a flat map at all. Okay. I'm immediately going to turn guidelines off. Let's just break the grid all the time. Also going to see how far across this is. Like, slightly too long. Great. So give me... Now snap back to zoning grid. There we go, 112. And it already broke my grid. Lovely. That's what I might do instead, actually. Oh, welcome back. I forgot about the ad break again. Get the had to refresh something on the other end. Yeah, I keep forgetting about the ad breaks, but so this highway right here, I have to do something with that later. Okay, so there's our outside power connection. Hello, Layson. Oh, interesting that it says I've unlocked a new water building when it's literally just what you start with. Okay, so let's take another look at those contours. How is the what is the wind direction? Okay, so the wind is blowing that way. So our industry is gonna have to be over here for now, which is fine. Okay. So of course I am doing a grid start because that's how it be. Kind of have to start with the grid, otherwise you're just not gonna do that well, especially in this game. I found it's really hard to make money. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a distinctly non-American thing and, you know, actually build stuff off this roundabout. Oh, I didn't realize there's also a road connection back here. Okay. Are these two highways connected? Indirectly, yes. Okay. That could be interesting, actually, because then we could... Well, let's see. What type of road is that? Just a regular country road? I don't want to hook that in directly, because then traffic's going to be a nightmare. But what I might do is something like this. Then just give me the freeform tool, because I need to make my way up this mountain to build the industry over here. Right, because that's where, yeah, that's where the wind's blowing. I mean, really, I'd just like to keep pushing the industry further and further away. But that's going to be some interesting terrain to work with. Like, the flattest area is over here. So I feel like that's where most of downtown is going to end up being. Also, I didn't really say, like, what type of city I plan on building. I think it's going to just be between... oh, why did my game pause? Hello. It's going to be, like, somewhat between realism and just playing the game. By realism, I mean American. So we'll see. But I want to snake this road up here. We have plenty of money, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to try and keep this at below a 5% grid. My goal is going to be 4%. Oh, it's my grade indicator. Okay. Looks like the gradient is a little smoother here. I am gonna have to curve it a little. Okay. That feels like more than 4%. It might be, but if the game said 4%, then I'm gonna trust it. Now there is another gradient here. Okay, and then I think I can straighten it out here. Okay, it's not the flattest area in the world. In fact, probably before we even build anything over here, I'm gonna flatten that area out. Although I am getting some ideas of what I could do. And then for now, I'm just gonna have this guy just come in on a regular road. I am gonna symmetrical. Okay. Oh, and I hate that it did a double left. That is not what I wanted at all, but yes, terrain is going to be challenging for sure. So I think I'm going to soften the terrain a little bit, just around the road. What's nice is that terrain modification costs literally nothing. Anyway, so all that just to lead out to the industrial area. And one of the first things I'm going to do, actually, is first of all, let me just get a road here. I believe 112 by 112 is what I want. I could have actually gone one less. In fact, I am going to go one less to see what that looks like. .104 by 104, maybe? That give me full 6x6s? Yes, it does. Okay. So yeah, boring old grid work, but it's kind of necessary. Alright, so first thing is this map going to be conducive to windmills? No. Okay. I do want to immediately start producing our own power. just because we can use the electricity export to make some money. Although saying that, that's not exactly the best looking thing in the world. Can I get some roads? You know what? I didn't even pre-grade this, did I? Nope. Alright, so let's go ahead and level this out just a little bit. Not that you can really see much of what I'm doing, but I don't want this loading directly onto the road though, so that's why I'm like, I'll bring this back like 24 meters. We'll put it up here. Okay, and that still kind of ruined the terrain, but whatever. Oh, that's level. Whoopsies. Soften the. Actually, I may want to level it out first. And I'll soften it. There we go. And then, of course, I want to immediately. I'm actually going to back this off a little bit so that I can sink these underground. So I'm going to connect these like so. And then I am going to go ahead and get a transformer station. Ooh, actually, that would be kind of neat to have it right here. And then, same thing, just going to connect this in like so. So we have electricity. That's good. And hopefully there's a windier area of the map so that we can actually make use of wind energy. As for the water pumping station, annoyingly it needs a road. Is there groundwater on this map? There is. Okay, I may actually do groundwater then. And where does it want the road access? On that side. Okay. So 75,000 cubic meters. This one does 100,000 though. For water tower, which doesn't do that much. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna go with the water pumping station. What I'll do for now is I will run a little road right here. And then I'll just kind of run it along the coast. Okay, this is going to be quite a gradient, so I am going to sort of loop it around. But you don't have to, I just choose to because I feel like it. I think I'm actually going to bring it sort of this way. Can I get it to snap in nicely? Ugh, not without a steep grade. Oh. I'm just going to have it go like this, and then I'll have it wrap around the building. Not that you need to do this. I just choose to. Make it look like, maybe there used to be something here, and so they just built it at the end of this road, and that's how that happened. Now, unfortunately, at the start of the game, you only have access to sewage outlets. You don't have access to inland water treatments.
What?
Oh yeah, the radio has commercials, by the way.
Sorry about that. It's nothing important. I just lost my.
So luckily, this guy doesn't need a road, and I can just actually run the pipe straight in. Alright, so we have water, we have sewage, we have power. So now we just need to build a residential area.
The old Hornbuckle mobile, please. Oh, good. Well, never mind that.
So what I'll do
Thank you
is
for listening to Second Moon.
get our zoning grid going. 104 by, I'm actually going to go 112. This guy down. Oh, that broke the zoning. Lovely. Never mind, so we're just going to stick to this road then. just for now. And actually down here I'll do, guys. Just to break it up a little bit. And I'll connect this guy in. Now I believe... No, actually it didn't break up the zoning grid this time. No clue. I'm just going to continue this guy straight out. I have a feeling this will end up being somewhat of a high density area. But we shall see. Go by another 104. What'll do? Connect that in like so. I need to extend this slightly further. Not that far. Leave right about there should do the trick. Yeah. And yeah, it's gonna be a boring grid just to start, but... in fact, I kind of did this arguably the wrong way. If any road should have the majority of the connections, it should actually be this one. Because this is also looking to become a main road. So I'm actually going to flip that real fast. So I'm going to have this road be the one with all the connections. And get rid of these roads. In fact, this guy can 104. And then this is where the terrain changes again, so I'm going to leave that alone. I go uphill or downhill? It's really hard to tell. Can I get into camera mode? Nope. Okay. Let me actually switch. I believe all the radios are... What is this one? That one's nice. I believe all of them are copyright free, so I can just choose whichever. So can I get away with... Yeah, it's not too much of a drop off. Okay. How much XP are we away from leveling up? Like 36. Okay, so I think I'm gonna figure out what I want to do here then. What I could do is continue this back. Sort of have a road that's going... First, let's do this. Go 104 by 104. I'll go to about there. Okay. And then I'm just gonna have this meet up with this road like so. And then this guy's not going to continue up because that is quite a steep grade. Debating if I want to turn this road this way. Problem is, once again, terrain. But my thinking is eventually I'm going to want to work this across, maybe? Although this may end up being sort of like a public right-of-way thing. Either that or this is going to be an entirely separate development. That's also possible. Don't really know yet. Regardless, I think this guy... I mean, we're going to end up filling out the space. Like, there's no question about that. And I'm not just going to never build on hills. In fact, there's like a nice terrace system that I can see right here. In fact, it almost looks like the river used to run here. So I wonder if that's a possibility. Also, yeah, at the edge of the map, the water just stops. Same with, like, the highways. Kind of entertaining. But it also gives you, like, a good idea of where the edge of the map is, because you can actually see this border here. Yeah, exactly, just like in real life. But also kind of gives you a sense for how big the map actually is. Oh, I can't even click the map tile button yet. Yeah. I do think, you know, building something over here would be kind of neat. Just the flattest area is going to be up here, so that's probably where the downtown's going to be. But we shall see. I am going to continue this guy out. 112, 224, 336. Oh, I meant for that to be a straight segment. And then I'll just have a road kind of running back here. In fact, is that a perfect 90-degree angle? Almost. Freeform. Let me not snap to angle. Now I can snap back to angle. That seems reasonable enough. Send it out that way, because that's about where the terrain falls off. The other thing is, ooh, that's interesting. No longer letting me snap to that perfect 90. Or not the perfect 90, the 112 mark. Interesting. Guess we'll go for 115. Oh, you know what it is? I have snap to zoning cell turned on. So it's freaking out when it gets over here. Although for some reason, let's try this. No, it doesn't like that either. Oh well. So I guess we'll go for the 115. Actually, why did I go for the 115? That's not what I needed. I needed the 104. Okay, I don't know. Brain is not working. Let's actually do this first. It's gonna try and snap to that, which is a... Yeah, so the zoning's breaking up, but that'll introduce a little bit of character, so I don't mind it too much. Do I want to have this extend? Probably. That's probably as far back as I'll take that. And then I'll actually have a path along. And that'll put a stoplight right in the middle, which is nice. Actually, do I want a cul-de-sac here? Can I do that? There we go. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we met our first milestone. And immediately what I'm going to do, advance road services. Like, there's no reason to to like not have that be the first thing you unlock. Because what that allows me to do is get rid of stoplights absolutely everywhere. Because I don't want stoplights. So distinctly un-American getting rid of stoplights, but I actually will keep them here. I feel like that's reasonable. Spaces? What do you mean? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of space right now, but what I will do is just for a bit of character, I'm gonna add stop signs here. America 2, no stoplights this time. Yeah, exactly. Also annoyingly, do I have to click all of these? Or no, I just have to go into the menu that has them. 5-lane one-way road? I like how the music stopped right when I said that. I'm sorry, but if you're using this in your city, something is wrong. Oh, you know what? I know exactly who's going to use that now that I've said that. We also unlocked row housing, which is nice. More importantly, we unlocked healthcare. So, oh, this is an interesting song. Got some interesting vibes to it. I think I'm going to put the clinic here. I don't think it needs to be upgraded right away. And then I'm going to put the... Man, I forget how big the landfill building is. You know what? It might be worth actually... How does our terrain look? So if I flatten out... Oh, actually, I don't even need to flatten anything out. I could put the landfill back here. I mean, it's going to pollute the trees, which is fine. It's fine. We can plant more. But I'm going to put the landfill back here. I'm going to have it just, like, take up all the space. All the space it can. Yeah. This'll help us for a while. Now this is going to be interesting trying to get it to form to the road here. In fact, what if I just turn all snapping off? Okay, and then I'll turn it back on. Okay, and I do want to snapping off. Okay, I did not need to get that detailed, but technically only if someone works at this water pump. Oh crap, people work at this water pump. Well, the people that work at this water pump have to drive down Trash Road. I do love that it's like, why does it, okay. Keeps pausing every time I try and switch windows. Yeah, I do love that you get to set your own landfills. You get to do that with farms too, which is something I plan to do. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. I don't have a length limit for this stream. It's just going to be until I'm EP. So, yeah. Ooh, can I fit the cemetery back here? Oh man. Okay. I'm going to put the cemetery back here. So I'm going to flatten out a pad. It really bothers me that the terrain tool kind of does this. Okay. I'm going to flatten this out now. I'll smooth it out after. Oh man, I need to flatten out even more. Okay. That's going down a little bit, but that's... Okay, I may redo these highways in a second, although I can't because I don't have the right roads for it. That's not what... Nope, let me... There we go. Okay, so that is not softening the terrain, which is quite annoying. Okay, so that's gonna need a little bit of work. Can we use trees to hide our crimes? Sort of. Not really. Let's put some hickories in here. Okay. Sort of using trees to hide the crimes. Oh, I hate that overlapping item sound. That's pretty terrible. Also, this is costing money. I just want to point that out. So annoyingly, don't have access to taxes yet. How's the terrain looking over here? Still pretty bad. Absolutely crazy terrain. So I definitely want to start unlocking like this direction. And then I'm just looking for any other relatively flat areas. I mean, it's really going to be like the islands. And like around the coast. Interesting. Okay. So, kind of thinking, and the terrain over here is just wild, but I'm kind of thinking I want to start working this way. Because we can buy some tiles, and I would like to. Oh, you know what? Do we have... Where's the rail? Okay, we need to at least come up to here to get rail. And I really wish you could see contour lines while you were buying a tile. Man, I might end up bringing a road that sort of intersects somewhere here. Sort of bring it, because there's a little bit of a valley here, and then I'd curve it around onto this pad. But then I'd be able to bring it up here. We don't need to unlock a tile yet, though. We can work with what we have. Alright. I'm going to unpause the game, finally. And immediately it's going to start demanding different types of housing, which is to be expected. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start with... I know that this area is going to be low density housing. And they're probably going to complain about noise pollution from the highway. So I'm not going to zone them on the outside just yet, even though I did put this little cul-de-sac bulb in here. Also, this zone looks wonky. Oh, because I gave it more than a maximum grid tile size. That's fine. I like how they're not using the full 6x6. Love that for me. Alright, so I'm assuming this is still going to be in the red. Yeah, by a lot. That's fine. I am going to do commercial along the main roads like I usually do, but then beyond that, I'm going to do... I think, row housing here. And I'm doing it like this for a specific reason, not just to look weird. Alright, I'm gonna start with commercial just around where we already have zoning. And I do actually want to get a path in here before I forget. There we go. And then of course we are going to need industrial, which I didn't really build out a lot of. So I'm definitely gonna have to build more onto this later. But I'm just gonna zone the entire industrial space. Now the only thing that worries me is I technically connected the two highways, and they might, like, outside cars might see it as a faster connection. Which is non-ideal. Oh, you can see natural resources through... Oh, no, you can't, apparently. Not yet, anyways. Actually, can you? When do you unlock natural resource views? 3. Okay, milestone 3. Okay, so they're demanding a lot more low density. Which, like, frustratingly, it's like low, medium, 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 high, high. Like, that's how you end up having to work. So it's a little weird to get used to, but I'm gonna speed this on up. I'm actually just gonna zone all of this commercial right away. Unreliable healthcare coverage. Well, what do you mean? This is something I've noticed, is that, like, every single city I build, it says unreliable healthcare coverage, and I genuinely have no idea why. Because, like, I'll place this right in the middle of town. You know, if I look, you know, it says that, like, healthcare coverage is just okay, which is kind of confusing. Like, I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I wonder if it's bugged. Alright. Anybody else notice there's no housing? Yeah, because you're demanding it faster than I'm keeping up. Which, you know, makes sense. And zone that as well. And then I will zone. Yeah, so I've noticed that, like, healthcare is just impossible to keep up with. So I'm not really sure, like, I'm like pretty sure it's just bugged right now, which is fine. Alright, so they're already demanding more industrial, which is kind of shocking, actually. I may need to expand industrial across the river right away. Should be interesting. Let's go out another 104. In another 4. I'm gonna fill this with industrial. I don't think I'm going to continue this road, but I'll zone this as industrial. And the ever-persistent low-density residential demand is already beginning. Which, to be fair, some of this is going to end up as low-density regardless, so... like, for example, I think I can do a 5x5 here and get away with it. 3x3. I'm thinking... this is going to be low density. The only reason I'm not zoning all of this is because I'm not sure I'm going to keep it low density if I do make it low density. I'm thinking I'll just make the outer edges low density, so let's go ahead and do that. They're actually already demanding more medium density, so I will go ahead and satisfy that. And of course the medium density demand disappears really quickly. Lots of commercial demand. Which, you know, there's a specific reason I built these roads the way I did. Oh yeah, I guess I could start naming streets already, but... Actually, you know what? Just for Pluto. There we go. Trash Road. The other thing I've noticed is that they complain about, like, noisy streets a lot. Or noisy streets. Noisy cities. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to expand industrial across the river. Which is fine. Just incredibly limited on where I can go from the terrain, which... So, can I get a bridge to go across here? So let me do a... Okay, if I can get it to snap to that twice, let me turn off guideline. Nope, sadly. I'm doing an 80 by 80 curve. Oh, something else I want to do is I want to take my elevation step all the way down. So I want to get this to be... Oddly enough, keeping it flat, it seems to not want to... Interesting. Okay, there we go. Find that contour line that it's on. Actually, I'm just gonna bridge it straight here, I think. Make sure that's aligned to 180. For some reason it's saying negative 12%. That's not correct. There we go. Okay. And then... I might have to pre-grade this. Ooh, actually, I think I can sneak the road sort of this way and not have the grades be too severe. I totally can. There we go. So there's now a stoplight there, of course, but that's fine. I kind of do want stoplights on this road. Alright, and you can see we're passively gaining experience as well, which is good. Now the only thing is, this is not going to have power lines by default, so I am going to just run some under here. Which I can't actually do because I don't have that tile. But I'm going to run the power line under here as if it did. Is that actually connected? That is not connected. So I think what I need to do is connect it from... There we go. And I'm also going to give it a connection just here. There we go. That way there's no electricity bottlenecks, because I do not want to deal with those. But anyways, so this will be a nice little expansion, and I need to slow down the game because I just realized there's so much demand that I am not keeping up with. Okay. Anyway, so that'll build. I assume we're still way in the red on money, yeah. Not as bad as I thought we would be, honestly, but citizens are pretty happy. So over here, mean, it's not the worst grade in the world. It's still pretty bad. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snake a normal 2-lane road down here. Ooh, yeah, that grade is pretty bad. Okay. There we go. So 6%. Ooh, that's kind of yikes. So yeah, it's gonna have to go this way. How's that grade looking? Too bad. Pretty bad. So what if I snaked it around like this? You know what? Below 6%. I'm gonna have to take that. There we go. So we have this kind of windy, snaky road down here. But off of this, I can get some other roads that are just cul-de-sac at the end. In fact, this one I can connect back in. Basically what I'm trying to do here is just sort of follow the gradient lines, while fitting in as much zoning as I reasonably can. It is kind of breaking it up a little bit, so questionable if this is actually effective. Oh, and you know what? I will eventually run a road sort of this way. So I'm just going to have it run there and stop. But we do have a lot of industrial demand right now, so I'm going to go ahead and fulfill that. And it is blowing outward, so we can still zone here, no problem. I will actually just go ahead and zone a little section. And I might as well zone. Oh, reached the next milestone. I'll take a look at that in a second. Alright, really what I want to check, oh, not map tiles. What I want to check is, did we get taxes? We did. Okay, so immediately what I'm going to do is everyone's going to pay a 13% tax rate. I've been playing with the numbers a little bit, and it seems like 12 is when you get high taxes minus 1. 13, yeah, 13 is when you get high taxes minus 2. So actually, I'm going to knock that down, back down to 12. I'll be nice. And we'll go category by category at some point. Okay, so as if we already weren't spending enough on services, now we have schools. So I'm gonna place the elementary school. It doesn't quite fit in there. Okay, so I think I'm gonna place it over here then. I'm gonna try and get it somewhat centered. Yeah, so right about there. How does that look with the terrain? Not bad. I'm not going to give it any upgrades, because it doesn't need any right now, I don't think. It only has 3 students, so that's lovely. What about high school? We do have a little bit of eligibility. Problem is, it's a massive building, like holy cow. What we could do actually is just eliminate a road here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna eliminate this road. So, get me out of underground. You go, you go. I am gonna just draw in a road really quickly here. Oh. Oh, because I'm on curve mode, that would do it. Oh, why did that one immediately rebuild? That's not what I wanted. Yeah, because it decided to flip direction on me. All I wanted to do was this. Medium row housing. Which there is more demand for medium density housing, and we do have medium density apartments, which I think I'm going to put sort of here, and then I'll upgrade these actually. So actually, yeah, what I'll do is give me this amount of space. And I'm gonna place the high school first, but do I have enough room here? Not quite. I am going to really quickly just place a temporary road here. And we're gonna place the high school right there. Now I don't think I can fit the sports here. No, it is massive. So if I want to fit the sports field in here, it's gonna have to go in at a later date. And it's gonna use a lot of eminent domain. So I am, oh, interesting. I am just gonna run this road alongside the high school. There we go. And then it does bother me a little bit that they're not perfectly in line with each other, but what I'll do is I'll just put a path along here. And it is rainy in River Delta. No sports allowed in Jefftropolis, true, honestly. Also, I hate that I have to click on the European theme every single time just to be like, yes, I acknowledge that it exists. I'm thinking right around the elementary school, first of all. Oh, interesting. This is actually more than a 6x6. Back here, I'll do a little more low density. Just because I feel like that would be more conducive for that. And you're seeing like the road color change in the info view. That is housing sustainability. So it's just, if I bring it back up, that's just how well it thinks houses would do in that area. So we do need a little more low density. I think I'm going to continue zoning out this neighborhood. We don't actually unlock the district tool until milestone 3. So that's why I'm holding off on that for now. Something else I will do is, because I don't plan on connecting these roads, I will connect these via a path. And actually I'll do a little road in the middle here. There we go. Oh, that didn't actually run all the way through. There we go. Oh, that's a contour line. I was like, why did the road crack? But no. So I'll go ahead and zone this section as well. And I can see our medium density demand creeping up a little bit. I really want to see how these build, these medium density apartment buildings. I also really like the row homes. Man, it's constantly raining, isn't it? I do really like the medium density row homes. Just nice. Interesting. Wow, you have a lot of control over camera. Wow. Anyways. Yeah, really nice row home designs are nice. That one didn't build to the standard I want, so I'm just gonna make them rezone that. wow, there's all of a sudden a lot of medium density demand. So I'm gonna, yeah, there are. Go ahead and get rid of these guys and replace them with the medium density apartments. And if that doesn't satisfy the demand, then I'll start zoning back here medium density as well. For now though, this should all be low density, yeah. So I'm going to do a little bit of low density here, and then I'm going to start zoning along the coast. It's just I want to check my heights. So realistically, I can zone here, and then I don't want to zone until about here, just for height contours. And I'll slowly increase the zoning size until we get a nice, let's see, what is that, 5x5? So we'll do a 5x5 here. Then one little spot of commercial there. I don't know where this road should go though, is the thing. I'm thinking it might actually snake and lead over here, but again, looking at the contours, there's just, it's yikes. That's all I can say about it. So it might actually be time to start expanding over this way. The only thing is, like, pretty sure I'm gonna have to lump a road off of here, which is fine. Also gonna go ahead and just zone it as well. There's surprisingly a lot of commercial demand. But yeah, I think it is time to start expanding this direction. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this tile. I'm gonna grab these 3 tiles. There's this hill here that I'm gonna have to try and figure out a way to get up. And I think I am just gonna branch off of this road. It's already here, I might as well. Where's that 90-degree line? There it is. Okay, 5% is fine. So this is when we start snaking up. Five %, 4%. If I could keep it 4 to 5 all the way up, that'd be lovely, but this section's going to be a bit challenging. I can go up to 6. I'll go up to 6, just for a particularly challenging section. Oh, actually, 4.4, 5, 5.4, 4, 11. Okay, that's not happening. It'd be great if I could just choose to see what information I want. Man, this is gonna be tricky. Am I gonna have to go all the way around? I might. Either that, or I'm just gonna have to cut my losses. Or what I could do. Okay, that's 5.6, that's fine. 4.5 to 7, I don't want that. Four? And we made it. Nice. So for now, I'm just gonna bring this road straight through. I'm just gonna extend it out to about there, because we're gonna have to do the same trick once we make our way up here. Now, that road is perhaps a little ridiculous looking. And by a little, I mean a lot. And I also want to re-add the traffic lights here. but we work with what we got. The alternative was making a direct highway connection, but I don't have highways right now. I could spend some development points to get them, but I kind of want to save them. Not for anything in particular, I just do. Well, come to think of it, let me look at something. 70,000 a month, 625,000 a month. Okay, that's ridiculous. Geez Louise. The big coal power plant wouldn't be that bad. The upfront cost is insane, though. Wow. Oh, you need groundwater for geothermal. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Hadn't actually looked at all the power options. Man, we have demand for literally everything, but kind of why I was building this. May end up being less American than I thought, honestly. Man, look at some of those height contours, are ridiculous. Alright, so I'm gonna bring a road. Just gonna run a road straight this way, I think. And not as far, but I'm gonna run it straight this way as well. I'm gonna kind of snake a road just sort of back here. Have it follow this contour, I think. Now on this side, I didn't bring it quite far enough, so I'm gonna... This side I can actually just have it go straight. Then right here, I will start curving it. Okay, then I'll build some roads in the middle here. I wanted to snap to that 90 there. There we go. There's a little bit of a grid breakdown, but honestly, I don't mind. More grid breakdowns, the more character your city has. And then I do want a little cul-de-sac bolt just up here. There we go. It is under the power lines. In fact, what I can do actually... Now that I have these tiles, I can run these underground. There we go. Should be connected. So this is turning out to be... That's also not the worst hill in the world, but this is turning out to be a little more of a... You know, hilly... Almost Appalachian village. Appalachian, however you say it. I'm also just going to freely connect these across. Like, obviously from down here you wouldn't want to build like that, but... Something I didn't even think about is public transit. Do we have access to that yet? That's not what I'm looking for. No, we don't. Okay. Oh, you don't get that till milestone 4. Oh. Okay. Oh, thank you. I'm like not super confident in my design skills, especially because I had to stop playing City Skylines 1 for a while because I was just so busy. And it's like I've forgotten how to do city design. It's insane. Let's see if I can go the full... Okay, I can go the full 104. Gonna be a little bit of a weird connection here, but that works. This I'm just gonna have as a path. Not true. Let's see. I think that looks good for this little neighborhood up here. I think this is gonna be like its own neighborhood. And they're just gonna have a little pocket of commercial. Now I could totally see this creating an electricity bottleneck. So what I'm gonna do immediately... Oh, I actually can't connect that across. Ooh. You know what? The game's gonna let me have that one, and I will take it. I just want to make sure that the electricity has multiple paths it can take. What is this radio commercial? What in the... Okay, I don't even know. What? I don't know if it's loud enough for y'all to hear, but like this is kind of whack. Okay, I'm gonna rezone this. Apartment block here, and then I'm actually gonna do row housing right in front of the elementary. Ooh, interestingly, it doesn't think low density residential will be sustainable in here. Also, how's our noise pollution? Like, how bad is the highway? Okay, it's not too bad right now. I like how we built this whole area for industrial and we haven't even used it. Anyways. I already know, man, because I wanted this area to be low density residential. But if it doesn't think it's going to be sustainable, I have no reason to make it low density. I guess right here, because that's where it thinks it's going to be the most sustainable. And then, of course, this up here will be mostly low density. We might do a few row homes down this street, but... in fact, I kind of... Ooh, things are upgrading. That's good. Household wealth, poor. Well, that's an issue. Now, we do have 2 development points, and I'm not sure what to spend them on. So we could get a college, which is more like a community college. We could get recycling center, incinerator plant, water treatment plant, which might be a good idea, so that we're not dumping raw sewage into the water. Could get a gas power plant, could also get an emergency battery station, which stuff. Or we can go highways, large roads, or parking areas, or roundabouts. Not quite sure. How bad is our poop water? Okay, it's pretty bad. So it might not be a bad idea to get water treatment right away. How many development points do we get at the next milestone? 3. Okay. Okay. Man, I feel like, you know, we have 3 more tiles to unlock. I feel like, man, we're really just going to be able to play with so much space here. Anyways. Oh yeah, those look nice. Those look really nice, actually. I like how this one looks like old brickwork. Okay, how's our money situation? Bad. Okay, well, that's to be expected. I also need to not forget to hop out to these islands as well. I have no idea how I would get there because I don't want to run roads to every island. I feel like maybe like a road to this island, and then maybe we do like ship connections. Or maybe we have like, you know, central island with a ship and then just roads dotting it. The thing is, I don't know how well this game is gonna handle not having, you know, direct highway connections or like road connections. Guess we shall see. Okay, yeah, lots of housing demand, so I will start satisfying that. And again, I'm zoning in a specific pattern because I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the rest of the space yet. I do know that back here, if I can fit it, it's going to be low density, and I think I can only do like a 2x2. So I'm just going to have these go 2 deep. How's our contours over here? They get a little better. Like I'll do 3x3, 4x3. Over here, probably only 3 deep, and then up here, 4 deep. Alright, so they're demanding more commercial. Interestingly, it's like low customer count in here, which I guess makes I would like to get a little more commercial up here, and I think I'm just gonna do all commercial along this drag. And then contours once again. That, and then I can go like another 4x4 here, but that's about it. Alright, little more industrial demand. Let me get rid. So, do I think I can go along here? How's the contours? There are no contours. Not right there anyways. So probably just fill out the last of this space along Trash Road. I don't really want to zone industrial along the main road, but I will. And then I will give them a little strip of commercial, just like for the people that are working here, they can, you know, on their lunch break, walk to a restaurant or something. Okay. Oh, and the next thing I wanted to just go ahead and unlock the water treatment plant. How big is it? That's pretty big. We don't need it yet. Like, that's my thing, is we don't need it yet. So I maybe should have actually waited to unlock that. That's my mistake, but oh well. Now, where's the nearest map edge that I can actually use? Probably going to be one of these. I'm thinking eventually we can do excess water and sewage on an outside connection. Which might not be a bad idea. Okay, the outside power connection is here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would take 8 tiles to reach the edge. And we do get 5 on the next one. So I think I'm going to save my tiles for a minute. Although, am I going to use that edge of the map? How's the terrain look? Pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay. I'm just thinking if we can make a an outside water connection, that would actually be really useful because then we can export. I think I'm gonna do that actually. So I'm specifically gonna unlock these 3. And I'm just gonna, you know, make our way to the edge of the map so that we can do water trade, because that'll really help the money situation. In theory. Alright, so lots of low density demand, which is to be expected. So I'm only gonna zone on the inside of this road especially. And I'm just going to go ahead and use the fill tool for that. In terms of contours... Oh, wait, I did not mean to fill that in. This can really only go that deep. And in fact, I'll let it say that. Alright, a little more industrial demand. Which we've now pretty much filled out this space here. That is kind of a hill. So I am going to start getting industrial across the water. And if I recall correctly, most of this was like manageable terrain. So I'm just going to get the closest industrial to the main road. This one I'm going to go 4 deep, 4 deep, 5 deep. We'll do something like that. So they should start filling that out. Oh, did I just... Yeah, I was like, what was that sound? Apparently went right past an airplane. Okay, so the 6 deep here is going to be either row homes or something else. So... in fact, something I'll do here real quick. Oh, new signature building. Okay. So, signature buildings, for those of you that aren't aware, they're free to place, but you get 1 of each type. So this is like each signature building only can exist once. So this is like a low density signature building. This is rock musician mansion, so we'll place that. We'll say it's historic, so we're not gonna like D-zone this for row homes. In fact, actually what I might do is just get rid of some of the homes we already have. We'll place it right there. And they do provide some benefits within a certain radius. Let me get off of sides of building quick. Wanted to put a path around. There we go. And yeah, they just have their own unique feel to them. It's nice. Alright, we do have a little more medium density demand. Oh, I left stoplights on this. I didn't actually want to do that. I keep clicking the wrong menu. Oh, it's this commercial again. Oh yeah, I need to fill in these areas. There we go. Alright. How is the terrain here? Not great. In fact, it's bad enough that I want to redo this road. I feel like it's played the same song over and over again. So let's try like this one. Alright, let's bring that to the edge of the cemetery right there, and that's where that road will end. JK, I'll give it a connection here. Alright, and then I do want... Oh, they already built. Well, sorry, I'm taking your house. Nope, stop. Building faster than I can rezone you. Anyways. So I really should be leaving space for the expansions, but oh well. The cemetery has plenty of space. Not worried at all about that. My question is, do I want to continue this road? Oh, you know what? Because I was totally going to make this like another connection. Right. Oh well. Alright, so... in any case... row homes here. Do... low density here. And here. Then... oh, low density's already run out. Okay. Or medium density has run out, I mean. So let's maybe think about zoning a little more up here. I really don't like that street loops around. Really quickly, I'm just going to make a little note for myself that I do intend on expanding this. Oh, in fact. Oh, can I get... it's going to let me get away with that? Okay. 4%, I will take that. I don't really know where this is going to continue from here, but... I thought I pulled that back further. No, because I bought more tiles, that's right. So, one sec. There we go. Alright, so now we know that that's going to expand this way. I want to bring just a single street off of here. Don't really know why it's kind of being finicky with snapping. Which this isn't really too much of a contour. Really, it's the same commercial on this station. Okay, we're going back to this one. I could just turn them off, but sometimes they give you useful information. In fact, actually... wait, enable, disable. I guess that's disabled. I wish that UI was a little better, but... I just realized it's like release day. I should be giving my first impressions, and I haven't been like giving any. I guess that's a negative, is that this button needs to be more obvious as to whether it's enabled or disabled. But I think I'm gonna wrap this guy around. There's like a bit of a terrace here that I'm gonna have another connection into. In fact, we just immediately pull off a connection here. I have a feeling this one's gonna cul-de-sac at some point, so. But we could, you know, we could do zoning for most of it along here. Alright, and I am gonna do row homes here. Actually, for this last bit, I'm gonna do low density. But beyond that, I'm gonna do row homes. And good, those immediately zoned. Alright, so let's head back over here. Also need to fill this out with its low density. Okay, so money situation is still bad, which is fine. Let's see. Man, it is a rainy environment here. Like, this is supposedly summer, and it's just raining all the time. This must be like an area that gets monsoons. What's the terrain over here? Nope, not good. Okay. I was thinking this could be like a port almost, but... Oh, there we go. Okay, so first thing I want to do... It's gonna look ridiculous, but... I'm gonna buy these 5 tiles. And I'm gonna grab a water pipe from somewhere, probably here. And I'm going to run it just all the way down. Okay, so that should be an outside connection now, which means we should start to see trade in theory. There we go. Now, I don't know if the sewage is going to do the same thing, or if it's just taking a minute to propagate. Or do you have to have a separate... Oh, you know what? You don't want to be exporting sewage, that's right. Because then that means someone else is processing it for you. Okay. So we should be selling water now. Which is going to be helpful a little bit. We're actually not making any money off exported water. That's frustrating. Oh, something else is like, because I have the day-night cycle disabled, it's not as obvious, but there are different traffic patterns throughout the day. So I can show traffic. Traffic flow, yeah, it seems to, you know, drop off right when you would expect it to. It's worse at the entrance to the city, which is pretty much expected. Although, interestingly, there's a hotspot over here. Oh dear. And right here, the flow gets pretty bad. Okay, good to know. So what else did we unlock with that milestone? So we got service budgets, which is good. Livestock farming. Oh, we got fire and police, so we need to place those. Stone mining and livestock farming. Okay. Okay, so fire, I'm actually going to place... I think just here is good. Actually, does that cover... We may need more than one. Oh no, it actually covers everyone. Okay. So we will just place it here then. It still says healthcare is bad, but I really don't know what to do with that. Police, I guess we need at least one. I honestly wish you could just go without, but we need at least one, so. I guess I'll place it next to the high school. Alright, what I'll do is I will drag out a path next to the police office. And we do get district tools, which is nice. We also unlocked... Oh, that's showing us the unique industries. Okay. So I think I'll do one more little area of apartments here. I think I'll do more low density up here. Then I'll do row homes here. Okay. Second. There we go. Cool. Oh, why did I get a, oh, batch reporting. Okay. I wanted to look at what to spend development points. We don't really need the emergency shelters because we don't have natural disasters on, which is nice. We can save a little bit of development points that way. I don't think we need a fire station just yet. Could go for a college, but I don't know if we need one yet. Could do a crematorium. We already got that. Could go for power. Just get highways now and then save one development point. I think that's what I'll do. So it's going to notify me, oh, look at all these things you have. But what that does allow me to do... Oh yeah. What that does allow me to do is get sound barriers up. Now, I don't know how much these are actually going to help, but also just aesthetically, they're really pleasing. I don't think I can upgrade that section because it's a bridge. No. What I do want to do, though... Okay, I'm noticing we have a lot of parking on, like, the side of the road. Can I tell them not to park? No. Oh, you know what? We need a road maintenance depot, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, we do. So, for now, I'm actually going to place that just over here and, like, sort of in the industrial zone. I'll place that here. And what can you upgrade? Extra garage. Oh, I think we need that. Our money situation's still bad, as expected. We're actually having a decrease in industrial demand, which is interesting. Ooh, new factory at 344 Trash Road. I love that each individual building has an address now. That is so nice. Oh yeah, it's extremely polished. Like really well done. This road continues. Is that like... Does that continue all the way around? Nice. Okay, that's ideal. And I haven't really been having performance issues. I know a lot of people were expressing concern about that. Ooh, what's going on here? Not enough customers. Well, we can fix that, I think. Yeah, they had years. What I wanted to do here, though, is first of all, I'm gonna do a little bit of detail work. We're gonna do wide sidewalks on both sides of this road, because I do not want people parking on the main drag. At least not here. It really bothers me that they're trying to park there, so what I'm gonna do is put trees and grass underneath. On this one, I'll do grass and trees on both sides as well. Okay. I mean, good to see you here. It's been a long time, so. Okay, so we have wide sidewalks. Oh, you know what? I didn't unlock parking areas. But, oh well. That's fine. I think what I'm going to do is something a little weird. First of all, let me get a small little one node deal going here. Oh. At both ends where the sidewalk is. A lot of people parking here. It's less than ideal, but... Okay, I'm gonna do something that looks a little weird. I believe this was a straight-ish section. It was not a straight section. Oh dear. May have just messed this up. I believe you can get away with 7.5. Oh man, that's a slope. That's quite a slope. What I want to do first, actually, is bring this guy out. It's gonna be a little tricky to work this in, I think. You know what? I'm actually gonna do this the opposite way. So I'm gonna leave this guy. Ah, fair. This time I actually do want guidelines. Slope too steep. Interesting. Oh, thank you for the gift sub. Why is it saying? Oh, because this is where our sewage connection was. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let me fix that. Pause. Okay. Connect you up to there. There we go. That could have been really bad. In fact, it was for a second. There we go. All is back how it should be. Okay, anyways, I believe this can go up to 7.5. That is still quite a steep slope. I'm gonna back it up even further. Oh, I wanted straight segment, please. Alright, back down to ground level. I do wonder, can you get away with 6 meters? No, it has to be 7.5. That is still That's still a pretty rough slope. Okay, so in that case, what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna delete this road once again. People are just driving back and forth. Like, why does the road keep disappearing? Because I can't decide what I want. Okay, make a node there. I'm gonna drop this road down. Then I'm gonna have it come back up. Which this path is no longer going to be relevant, so I'm going to go ahead and bulldoze. Which it's still saying that's going to be pretty bad. Oh, you know what? Because I need to level out a little bit of terrain. Alright, level that out. It'd be great if it actually leveled this out. There we go. I'm gonna level out a pad like that. Uh, 6.8% is fine. Not an interstate. The only thing is here, it might not let me go over. Yeah, okay, so it's gonna have trouble here. That's... I kind of... Okay, it will let me get away with that. Which I think I'm just gonna have to be okay with for now. Okay, then let me go ahead and smooth out the terrain. So now this road just ends, which I think is fine. I will actually go ahead and get a path just here. That's a little bit unreasonable, but... There we go. Arguably should have a pedestrian crossing, but I'm not going to worry about it. Give me wide sidewalk here so that they don't park. And what I will do is go ahead and just drag a path like so, which disconnected that annoyingly. Okay, I think I'm just going to have to accept that there's not going to be zoning there. Alright, something like that. And then I guess we can just make our own little, you know, not park because there's no park areas in the game, but we plant these now. Then we'll know how they look later. Something like that. Do a little bit of bushes along the edge here. Man, this is a rainy map. Wow. So here, while I'm just letting this exist, I am gonna get some more zoning in place. Just gonna do row homes. So that should take care of that, and then I of course want low density housing all down here, now that we have the sound barriers up. There we go. We do need more commercial, and I can fit one more. Oh, I just planted bushes there, but I'm gonna put one there anyways. Need to figure out where else commercial can go, because kind of running out of spaces that are dedicated for it. Although, okay, so these residence types are sustainable up there, but I might just do some blocks of commercial in here. Which, man, I'd really rather have them not park along this road either. I think for now I'll live with it. And sorry, something popped up on my other screen. There we go. Took care of it. Is this more not enough customers complaints? It is. Okay. Still got a decent bit of commercial demand, which is interesting. I guess we didn't start zoning up here, which, if I recall correctly, this is the hilly part. Yeah. I guess we could do a little bit of commercial just here and here. And something like here. Maybe some here. And some here. If it's gonna let me, I'll do some here. Insane, actually. Alright, and then we need more industrial. So I'm just gonna zone that. Really wants to zone along the main road here, but I'd rather it not. So I'm just gonna put a path there, which will take care of it. Oh, I don't like that it put a crosswalk there, but I'll live with it. So I'll get some generic industry. And then before I finish up this highway connection, I want to actually get a stone mine going. And I think it'd be really cool. So it's hard to see this contour line against the forest, but I do think it'd be really cool. Let's just, you know, pick my brain a little bit here. I'm gonna run another dirt road over this way. I'm not gonna run it far. I think I'm just gonna run it to there. And then what I want to do is flatten out some terrain. I'm gonna do like 65% brush strength. Flatten it out a little bit, and then I'm gonna up the brush strength by quite a bit. I'm gonna flatten it almost to the landfill, but not quite. For some reason my mouse lifted and then clicked again, and so the terrain's kind of screwy now. There we go. Okay, so we'll do something like that. Then what I want to do is go specialized industry. I'm gonna get a stone mine in here. And if it'll let me place. Okay. Out of the info view because I actually want to be able to see. Turn all snapping on actually. It's another one where you can draw out the area and it's just, I think this is going to look really neat. You actually can go quite far with it, surprisingly. So I'm going to get a little crazy with it, and I'm going to go all the way around this road, which I believe this is still Trash Road. Overlapping items. I really want to get these fences to be sort of aligned. I don't think it's going to let me. Okay, it'll let me do it now. There we go. I just have to let the game do what it wants to do. Okay. And I'm going to take it out. Do I want to take it all the way out here? I could, but no. I think what I'm going to do, just going to take it. I'm actually going to get rid of a node. I'm going to take it down to around here. What I'm hoping is that I built it big enough to get an excavator in here, but I don't know if I did. It appears I may not have. Okay. Let me adjust the shape. I'm actually going to bring this road down just a little further. What I'm trying desperately to do is to get the excavator. So, drag to insert a new node. Come on, give it to me. Still no excavator? Really? Okay. Well, how are we doing on trash? Really don't have a lot stored, so I could cut back. And that's what I think I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to cut back on this guy's area. In fact, I wish you could just redraw the whole thing. In fact, I'm going to cut this guy back to here. This is a little obnoxious that you just have to move the nodes one at a time, but it's fine. Oh, in fact, I should have moved it here. In fact, I think that's what I'll do. Can you just right-click to remove? No, oh, you totally can. There's one more node that I haven't removed. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, this guy, I'm going to redraw. I'm going to insert a new node. There we go, I got a excavator. I get out of this info view. Thank you. Get a node here. Alright, good enough. Yeah, there we go, look at that. Nice. Okay. In fact, it somehow made that trash road, so I wonder... Oh, this is now part of that road, okay. Look at that. Nice big excavator. Probably producing a ton of stone. I don't think we have access to the production view. I am. I didn't put a time limit on this stream, so I'm just gonna kind of go until I don't feel like it. Man, we're still not making money. Okay. It's getting closer now. That's good. Can we decrease the budget of anything? What's funny is our biggest expense is healthcare, and that's what everyone's complaining about. Interestingly, that did not take care of a lot of the industrial demand. Okay. That's odd. So I guess we'll continue zoning generic industry then down here. So just zone all of this up. And I think I'll do something similar for these guys down here. I'll give them like little shops that they can go to for like to get a lunch or in fact, I'll make this entire area shops. We do have more housing demand though, as always. The ever persistent housing demand. Now interestingly, once again, it's saying low density is not going to be sustainable, which is interesting to me. Yes, seriously. I watched someone's perspective of that. Hello, Kabi. Okay, do I want more row housing or apartments? That's the question. I'm kind of liking the way the apartments look, but I don't want to like make the city just overwhelmed by apartments. I think I'll do more row housing. In fact, I think I'm gonna rezone all of this to be row housing. Okay, good. These two built. That one built. I'm really impressed with the game so far. It's just like the only things that I think are missing are just like a few quality of life things. And just a few like really niche things that I feel like only I ever did. So like, let me find the egregious example. This one? No. Okay, so like right here, you can't actually adjust where Lindbergh Lane starts and ends. So like in real life, you tend to not have the same intersection twice for like public safety reasons. Because normally for like fire departments or police departments, it'll be like, oh, this thing is happening at the corner of this street and this street. Now in this case, the intersections are a block apart, so you can see the intersections from each other. But you could have a situation where like, okay, so this is a better example. These intersections, so this is considered the same street all the way down. And it has two similarly named intersections that are, you know, at least a half mile apart. So that could be an issue. And like you can't go through and rename them like you used to do. Alright, more low density. From what I've heard from the content creators that got it early access, low density demand just keeps coming. Like it just never ends. Are these not connected? They're supposed to be. There we go. Interesting that immediately made it say like that this side isn't sustainable. You can rename the streets in City Skylines 1 as well. It's just in City Skylines 1 you can specify where they start and end. So like I could split this into two streets, one for the north-south, one for the east-west. Oh, what's going on up here? Waiting for a hearse. Well, that I can understand, because here's the hearse. And it has to go all the way up the hill. Oh, okay, those look uglier than I thought they would. Wait, why is there zoning there? Also, there should not be a traffic light here. Let me just remove that real fast. Okay, I don't remember zoning this. If I did, that was a mistake. Here we go. Oh, don't tell me that permanently altered the terrain. Oh no. There we go. $50. Yeah, so not the cheapest game in the world. How's the terrain here? No. You will be in the... So I've been in red the entire stream. It's just... It's harder to run out of money. I'll put it that way. It is both harder to make money, but it's also really hard to actually run out of money. So... And I feel like there's a lot more customization that you can... Oh, I never finished this interchange, did I? Oh, and you know what? I totally have to eminent domain here. Whoops. Okay, so we're gonna just completely dezone these houses. And then I'm gonna limit myself to... I'm gonna let these guys build. But I'm really gonna have to limit myself here to how much space I use. And there's gonna be like a weaving maneuver here, which I don't love, but... Now, can I sneak a highway ramp around here? I would also say, like, there's not as many maps with flat areas as the first one. Okay, for some reason that's wanting to upgrade all the way back there. That's not quite what I want. But, as I'm about to show with the road tools, like, this is going to be absolutely crazy. So, first of all, you can upgrade the road and it automatically makes this little slip lane, which is so nice. And then, I'm just going to pull this right off. I just want to make sure that I can actually get it. Look at that. Just like that, I've made a slip lane. That is so much easier than the first game. Now, can this actually fit under? Question. Oh. Okay, where do I have to put it? Right there? Okay. That's gonna be that off ramp. Oh. People are dying more than usual. That's not good. See, it keeps saying like, oh yeah, people are getting sick. I don't know how to fix that. There's like... I have the health clinic, it's just never sending out vehicles, so I don't understand, like... You know, it says patients 5. Yeah, the tutorial's pretty good. It kind of guides you through, like, the basics, so it won't guide you, like, once we hit milestone 4, you'll see that I get the production tab. It doesn't really guide you through that, but... Okay, the other thing I want to do is I'm going to give myself a bit of room here. Oh, interesting that it made the left lane merge there. Oh, because I did a stupid. There we go. Oop, had a little bit of a lag spike there. Not sure where that came from. Might have been the autosave. Okay, so the other thing I need to do, I want to upgrade the highway. So, and then that side's already up. So I want to pull off ramp off of here. And I kind of want it off guidelines for a second. Oh, hang on. What was that grade? That. Pretty sure I saw a number higher than 6. I definitely did. Okay, so this is actually to work. There's 6%. I want to allow 6.3. And 6.6. Because I have a feeling now what's going to happen. Yeah, 9.5? That's ridiculous. Oh, I have to sneeze. Okay, sorry if I exploded anybody's eardrums with that. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay, what are the odds that this lets me do something like this? It's not any better. Do I allow for a 9%? That's kind of ridiculous. Unless I did it like a park low, but then it would be a really tight park low. Oh man. What do I do here? I could do a park low. Let me see what that would look like. It would just be a really, really tight park low. Oh, whoops. Had my elevation step way too high. So, how far down would I need to go? Park lows aren't my favorite, not gonna lie. Okay, what if instead I brought it up and over? Like, what if I brought it up to not there? No, it'd be overlapping items. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to suffer and deal with the 9% grade. 8.9 there, which I don't hate. Then what I could do is I could say, okay, I'm gonna come off of there then. Oh, it doesn't like that at all. Oh, because you're doing something weird here. Okay, so you're coming in about there. So I'd actually need to come off here-ish. No, it really doesn't like that. Okay, well, it'll let me do that, which I think I'm just gonna have to take. This side I can grade a little better. Bring it back to ground level. Then I can kind of do something like this. And I could actually sneak that house back in. Not that I would want to be the person that lives right next to the on-ramp, but... and then what I can do is I can actually downgrade this here. The other thing I want to do is I want to say no left turn, no left turn. I'm actually going to trumpet here, I think. I was originally planning for this to be a diamond, but I think I'm going to do a trumpet instead. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. I'm an intersection nerd, so... Trumpet this direction. Tricky thing is going to be getting it. I need... 4.4% is fine. True, actually. Now, interestingly, that is a plus 5% grade, which is not what I expected. Okay, it'll probably about there is best. Alright, I need this to go down to ground level. Oh, that's 8.2%. That is not happening. So 5.7 is fine. Keep it straight. Okay, I need to figure out why it doesn't like that. Oh, because it doesn't want to move its own pillar. Well, have you ever thought, game, maybe you're being unreasonable? Okay, so what I'm going to do instead, actually, is just upgrade this a little further. I can actually downgrade this down here. Have it come in. Oh, come on. You know what? That's as good as it's going to be. That's fine. So then the last guy that needs to come in is this guy. Okay, and then no left turn. There we go. So that is a custom trumpet interchange in what, less than 5 minutes? In City Skylines 1, that would have taken a while. Also had to work around another interchange and around pre-existing infrastructure. So I would say that went pretty well for a custom interchange. Anyways, we have a lot of demand. So this is all going to be industrial. I'm just going to fill that in. We have a decent amount of commercial demand. I think I'm actually going to do a little pocket of commercial back here. So let me figure out where this wants to go. I'm gonna do really small. Oh, I already forgot what size that was. I'm gonna do a. Let me get guidelines actually. There we go. Go like that. It's 61 by 64, I guess. Just a small little grid back here. Power keeps going out. What? Is there a bottleneck somewhere? No? What? I genuinely have no idea who's complaining about power and water. I mean, every building has both. And again, the healthcare stuff is like, they're just constantly complaining, but I don't know what to do. Like, I guess I could get another clinic? I mean, it'll just fit in there, so I might as well, I guess. Because what is this? This is a hearse. Still losing money, which, yeah, fair. Almost to the next milestone, though, which I think definitely not going to make it to level 5 today, but I think I'll go a little bit into milestone 4, because that's when a lot of stuff unlocks, and then that's where I'll end it. I also do actually want sound barriers here. There we go. Which means I can actually remove. There we go. I also really love the cut and fill. Oh, that looks so nice. Okay, don't mind that it's going onto the road, but... Oh, the other thing is... This doesn't need to be a stoplight. And I want to remove that crosswalk. There we go. Anyways, currently, because I don't have the day-night cycle on, I do have to actually check. It is 9, almost 10 a.m. in-game. And it looks like someone actually used the interchange, which is exciting. Oh, you're trolling. Well, I don't know how... Are you just gonna turn around in the street? Is that what you're gonna do? Look at that. Look at that. Can you believe that? Hey, Sinewave. Oh, hey, Ham and Eggs. I missed your chat message. Oh, okay. I will fully admit, not my best work. But considering the terrain we had to work with and the infrastructure we had to work around, I'd say that actually went pretty well. Anyways, what? Why are you? Okay. I was like, what is happening there? I was gonna say, I think I'm gonna do a little pocket of commercial in here. Yeah, exactly. Looks like the New Jersey Turnpike. I mean, that is something I do miss from the first game, is toll roads. I used toll roads all the time. Like, you build a fast connection and then just stick a toll on it, everyone uses it. In this game, at least. Okay. Now, once again, I would not want to be the poor soul that lives right here. But... the highway I told you about last week. I don't remember. Fair. Okay, so, man, so much residential. Just never ends. I think I'm gonna start doing some more... I'm gonna do some row housing up here, I think. Oh wait, I never filled in... Well, first of all, I never did this row housing. There was a spot where I never filled in. Right here. Anyways, we can do some medium density up here. Okay, good. These built so I can zone. This built so I can zone. This one built so I can zone. That one. Need more low density. Interestingly, it's starting to say that this is not sustainable for low density. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, so the zoning, like a full-size zoning square is now 6x6 rather than 4x4. Okay, so this terrain is not going to be friendly. How unfriendly is it? Actually, that's not the worst terrain in the world. I think it'd be interesting to do a little bit of a, first of all, I'll do one more little leg of commercial there. But I think it'd be interesting to just have a row of homes up here. And then eventually, once we buy more tiles, expand this outward. So let's do low density, low density, low density. Am I going to build roads out here? I should. Okay, so that one can go out 112. This one can go out a little. This time I actually will snap it to the guideline. Give me a 90-degree curve, please. Thank you. Yeah, because that's not the worst gradient in the world. Yeah, 3% is not bad at all. And it allows us to sneak in just a little bit more up here. Oh, you know what? I totally unlocked like districts and I just didn't define any districts. Man, they're still demanding commercial. Alright. I think I can do another zone of commercial in here. Maybe one right here. So lots of industrial demand. Close to milestone 4, so I can unlock another tile. Completely checked the wrong area. Okay. Oh, that looks a little terrible, but that's fine. Believe this will be on this road. I guess we'll find out. Not the prettiest industrial area in the world, but alright, no worries. Okay, actually this kind of looks cool. The way the, like this section right here kind of looks cool. The way like the houses are backed up to the highway. And then on this side of the highway, you just have this weaving of lanes going in and out. Yeah, the stream shouldn't go on for too much longer. I have already gone 2.5 hours. I didn't even realize it's been that long. That's the thing, is like, I was playing earlier just to get used to the game. And like, I blinked and 90 minutes had passed. And I was like, oh my god. So, how close are we to milestone 4? Literally 22 experience away. Okay. Oh, this is a specialized industry area tool. Oh. Oh. So we get districts on the next milestone. Got it. We also get natural disasters, but I left that out. We do get transit, and we also get low rent housing, which will be useful. You gain experience for, you gain a little bit of experience for building new things. You gain experience for increasing population, increasing citizen happiness. Which interestingly, they're saying that there's a lot of noise pollution. Yep, that I would believe. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. Okay, well, whoops. Pluto. Yeah, you can kind of passively gain XP. You can also get XP for placing down buildings and roads, but let's see. So because of how hilly this, which honestly, wow, this is such a rainy map. You can't even see the hill on this road until you get down to ground level. And then it's like, oh yeah, they're going up a hill. How many development points do we get with the next milestone? 4. Okay, so we'll have 5, and we'll get 6 tiles. That'll be nice. We also get grain farming. Ooh, and forestry. Okay. Oh, and we get public transit. Oh, and we get parks. Oh, man. Yeah, luckily they have the contour lines in this game. It's just you kind of, there's a roundabout way you have to see them. Like, if I show the contour lines, then yeah, you can see how much of a hill it is. Or like if I go to this part of the highway, you can see that that is up on a hill. See, like it still says that people are dying more than usual, and I'm like, why? Yeah, I actually have to study tomorrow because I have an exam Thursday, which is going to be fun, but... Oh, there we go, milestone 4, okay. So, oh my goodness, we have offices. Okay. So, okay, wow, we actually have the ability to get 6 tiles. That's kind of insane. Yeah, slope too steep warning. So this area is a little terraced, which will be nice. How are the... Where are they? Where's natural resources? Workplace. Natural resources. So we have some ore up here, so I don't know... Oh, you know what? I totally zoned regular industry on top of potential farming industry. There's fertile land over here, though. There's also some right here. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Okay, okay. I can work with that. But I think I want to buy these tiles over here. So I'm gonna grab these 5. Which leaves me with 1. Do I want this tile? I could get another highway connection potentially and sort of run it this way. Either that or I could just buy another random tile. I'm also realizing this would be a really good spot for forestry. Like right in here, if I could bring out another dirt road. We talk about one of these. There's like a few of those over here. I do have a couple of those, but... Oh, unless you're talking about like one of these. Oh, okay. Yeah, that... Because we did just unlock transit. So I could totally bring in the rail. Tempting. What I may end up doing though is bringing it in from here and have it cross the river. Ooh. Or I could snake it around here. Get in something like that. I'll save the tile for now. Oh, okay. Jumped all the way back over here. I do want to look at what we unlocked though in terms of development tree. So we got parks. We got transit, so we could unlock trains right away. The last thing is going to be communications, which is the next milestone, but... Think about. Okay. But I wanted to unlock these tiles because it's very terraced, but actually the first thing I'm going to do is, first of all, a lot of office demand, low density office demand. And I wonder if it would be worth getting that, just dotting it around. Because like, some of this hasn't built. Okay, never mind, it just looked like it hadn't built. I think I'll get rid of the buildings on this side. And replace those with low density office. Just to see what it kind of looks like, especially kind of wrapping around this area. Oh, and I got an achievement. Okay. Ooh, actually, now that I think about it, might be worth getting this tile so we can have a bypass highway. Ooh. Hmm. Maybe. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. But what I want to do right away is I'm actually gonna get some forestry industry in here because we should have unlocked the production panel. And yeah, we have a deficit of just about everything right now. Huge deficit of livestock, which is good to know. I never did build that livestock farm I meant to build. I can speak. Take a quick look at that. Oh, I cannot fit that in here. Oh, I totally can, actually. Oh, but this is fertile land. Okay, so you know what? Actually, scratch that. Interesting, I have to let this go away on its own. Okay. And I'm actually gonna that, get a couple others in here. Okay, anyways. This guy still isn't going away. There we go. Okay, because what I wanted to do is... Where was it? In here. Also, oh yeah, we got low rent housing. I need to remember that because we have a lot of high density demand, which is low rent. But what I wanted to do real quick is actually get a grain farm back here. And it's gonna look a little weird just because of the shape I'm about to build it in, but we get out of this info view. Oh, there's office zoning here, which is not meant to be there. Turn angle snapping off for a second. Oh, why is it not snapping to the side of the building here? That's weird. Anyways, big farm. So now we have a grain farm, which is nice. How do these low density office buildings look? They look alright. I don't know about this area for them. We might relocate them. And we'll probably start building this area out as well, because this is probably going to be where the downtown is, like primarily over here. Because once again, terrain is less painful over here. Now there's also fertile land over here. I kind of want to build a second grain farm. The problem is this is a highway. I could downgrade it. We could do a highway removal project, but I'm actually not going to touch it right now. We have the grain going, so we're good. And plus, I kind of want to end the stream soon because it's been a long stream. But so I'm going to bring this guy out. Trying to follow this gradient line. It's a little hard to see under the trees, but alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring it around here. 6% I can live with. Show me my gradient, please. There we go. Yeah, because I noticed there's a little bit of a flat area right here. And I think we're going to have... let's see. Oh, that's not the window I meant to pull up. I want to do forestry. And I want to do it over here. Okay, so let's just go like that. Get out of the info view. Okay, so now we just follow the edge of this. Alright, and you're about to see another criticism I have of the game. As soon as I finish drawing this out. Where's our building, actually? Oh, no, we can totally keep this going. I'm actually going to go straight down here, though. I kind of wish you could see contours in this view. There we go. Another criticism I have of the game is all forestry does is it just turns your forestry area brown. That's kind of it. Also, one employee is taking up this entire area, which is a little concerning, but... Okay, and the last one we need to place is livestock, which can actually be placed pretty much anywhere. However, I don't think it would be realistic to have a livestock farm next to a landfill, so I'm not going to put it there. Instead, I might actually just fill out this area next to the river with a livestock farm. So I will just go ahead and drag a road out to here. Show me my gradient, please. I don't want a note there. I just want this to be next to that road. It's really wanting to put a note in. Oh, there we go. I think I got it to do what I want. about there. Gonna kind of squeeze it in back here. I'm noticing that that is kind of a cliff, so it's probably gonna be a smaller farm, which is fine. Alright, livestock farm, and where are you starting your node? There, that's fine. Overlapping items, well, turn all snapping off for a second. Okay. And turn all snapping back on. Now let me get out of it, actually. I'm only going to go to about here. And something like that. So a smaller livestock farm. Got one little outbuilding out here. Yeah, there we go. And meanwhile, our demand has skyrocketed. I really should have been playing regular speed, but oh well. So, with that though, 3 hours later, I think that is where I'm going to end the stream. So we got a good start. Made it up to the Grand Village milestone. So, you know, we have most of our residents concentrated right here. I think next stream, I'm going to start out by creating districts just to encompass all these areas, the different neighborhoods. And then we'll start building over here in what is eventually going to be our downtown. And maybe upzoning this as well and moving the low density somewhere else. Something I have noticed in this game is that it does require you to sprawl, which is probably not ideal, but yeah. But with that, thank you all so much for watching. It has been a pleasure as always. Let me know what you think about City Skylines 2, and if you missed any of the stream and you want to catch up to it, the VOD will be going up. And if you want to watch it later after it gets taken down automatically, you can check out my YouTube channel. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. It has been a pleasure as always, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.